just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce.
It's week 1 of the NFL, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Ravens and the Bengals under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson now. Rashad Bateman. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Well, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But you got to do it in your own backfield. I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball, but they've brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership. off the charts.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
180. Rise up.
First carry now for Chris Evans. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A give up the middle to Evans. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had another coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Turbo's hot.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 and a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
On second down, a run with Evans. And he'll get it down this time to 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Touchdown, Bengals! Irv Smith Jr. from 17 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Jackson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing is Jackson. And it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They start the drive with Evans. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 4-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
1-1, ready?
They'll go right back to Evans here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
12.
Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 41 yards. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the Ravens taking the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore 1st. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Jackson on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave them with a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
I like this focus there, because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
43 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
They'll go again here with Evans. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Mighty, 11 MT, take, 11 MT, take.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Taking it about the 16. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Get set. 11 MT, 11 MT.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll get this one down to about one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they're going to stop play here. And the injury is to, that's DJ Chark, the receiver, who's in need of some help right now. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Tucker's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 64 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow got his man complete over the middle. Brad Smith. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. And they'll go right back to Evans. Fights it off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on the Bengal first.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Evans will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was finished off by Chris Evans' touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them, but I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Over the middle, complete. It's short. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays and today.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. The tight end in motion right.
They'll run with Dobbins.
A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll run on first down with Evans.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 42-yard line.
What is that?
On second down, Evans looking for space. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Early early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Evans running straight ahead. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Stop!
Again, a run with Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Evans running behind center. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll run here with Evans. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Stop!
On second down, a run with Evans. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chris Evans, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On second down, here's Jackson. Short throw, that's caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now Jackson on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Jake Bailey now.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far.
Both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Second down and 3.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first,
it looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarter. And they've got the lead. To expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down, and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 187 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Right, Eddy. Right, hot.
Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. It's man. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Right, Eddy. Right, hot.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, You are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. They'll try the left side with Evans, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. A quick throw there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddy-a Bengals with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with the touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Throwing is Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet. And you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows. And you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more. The cherry on top, maybe, as this game goes forward. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Evans. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengals TD. Chris Evans with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how Week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They'll go right back to Evans here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go again here with Evans. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Evans. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. Here we go. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Out of the gun, a give to Evans. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now it's Burrow. Rolling to his right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson on first down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On third down, Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 17 yards out. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5. That's the end.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow.
On the screen, this is Evans.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Here we go.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
What is that?
They'll run out of the gun with Evans.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Here's a 2nd and 9.
11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Complete. Smith has it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Gun.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Right, Eddy. What is that?
Evans. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and goal.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Evans again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Can.
They'll look to run with Evans. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chris Evans punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Again, Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. He's got room to roam. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Hey, report.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to keep it.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
Here we go.
And the Bengals first down.
11.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run by Evans.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll run here with Evans.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. What, Eddy? What is that?
They'll look to run with Evans.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Chris Evans
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's short. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Evans running straight ahead. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 11th-yard line.
Again, a run with Evans. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chris Evans taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
66. Ravens 38.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And my goodness, another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now here come the Ravens.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Jackson now.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Jackson on 2nd down.
That's complete left side to Bateman.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Cincinnati, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.